Welcome back to Coloring Through the Bible. My name is Keegan Harkins, and today we're talking about Genesis chapter 39, which is a chapter that talks about temptation. Now, all of us face temptation in different ways. It looks and sounds different for each of us. Some are tempted by the allure of money and wealth and the kind of lifestyle that provides. Others are tempted by relationships, physical desires, and still more of us find ourselves enticed by power or fame, popularity. Well, in Genesis 39, we find that Joseph experienced a lot of the same temptations that we do, but it's how he dealt with those temptations that should really be an encouragement for us today. So if we remember, Joseph had been sold into slavery by his brothers. Well, God had blessed him, and he was a very capable young man. He worked hard, and everything that he did, he succeeded at. So he moved up the ranks, so to speak, from being a household slave to being the slave that was in charge of running his master Potiphar's entire large estate. He was also a very handsome man, and he earned the attention of Potiphar's wife. So he's tempted by a few things here. First of all, he's tempted with power and pride. I mean, he very easily could have felt that he was entitled. He could have seen himself as being the one who was in charge instead of the one who was working for the one who was in charge. And he's also tempted with a very beautiful woman. So what did Joseph do when he was tempted? Well, verse 12 tells us that he ran out of the house. He didn't walk, he ran. See, when we face temptations, we need to run from them. If we begin to toy with them or flirt with them, we find that the closer we get, the more pull they have on our hearts. Because that line between temptation and sin is a breath. 1 Corinthians 10:13 says, "No temptation has seized you except what is common to man. And God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you're tempted, He'll provide a way out for you so that you can stand up under it." Look for a way out. The Apostle Paul put it this way in 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 11. "But you, man of God, flee from all of this temptation that he had been talking about." He says, flee from all of this and pursue righteousness, godliness, faith, love, endurance, and gentleness. See that? Flee from the evil. Run towards the stuff that's good for you, that leads to a closer relationship with God. Because playing with temptation, it's like washing your hands in gasoline and then playing with matches. I mean, it's stupid and it's dangerous. So the next time that you or I are faced with a temptation, we need to think of the word star. Stay faithful. Trust in God, avoid the situation, resist the temptation. If we think of star, then we'll be stars. We will be God's stars. We will not fall into the temptation, but we'll be able to flee from it. Just get up and run like Joseph did and live to fight another day. I hope that you've been encouraged by this lesson, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a truly blessed day.